Current wisdom suggests that experience is the thing that we should focus on as a key outcome in our learning design for adults in professional learning. Recent research, however, is suggesting that experience in and of itself is not sufficient for deep and lasting learning that actually transfers into behavioural change and growth. One of my favourite neuroscientists is a guy called Andrew Huberman, and I think you should be listening to this guy. And he says that the signal that generates plasticity is the making of errors. And he goes on to say that errors themselves are the basis of neuroplasticity and learning. A key emotion that accompanies error making is frustration. And frustration turns out to be one of the primary emotions that drives learning, neuroplasticity, in the adult brain. And it depends on how we capture and how we approach this feeling of frustration. Andrew Huberman suggests that if we drill down into the endeavour using frustration as the energizer, then we're setting up the brain to focus heavily on the learning associated with that error. If we walk away from the endeavour, then we set up the brain to focus its neuroplasticity on what happens after we walk away, often the feelings of being miserable and being a failure. I'll place a link to the section in podcast number 7 of the Huberman Lab where he discusses failure and error making as a mechanism for adult learning and growth. And so that will be below in the comments. But to leave you with this provocation, what surprises you in this? If this is true, what changes about your learning design? How do you support learners to leverage frustration rather than walking away?